Hey guys, I want to talk to you about the exfoliation process and what that is, when it happens, and how to explain it to customers. So, most of your clients or customers are going to have used lots of different products, where they've used lipsticks in the past, glosses, or chapstick. Most of the time those are going to have artificial things in them and waxes that are going to leave a residual buildup on their lips. When they start using lip sense, it can happen that their lips start to exfoliate. And what's happening is it's breaking down that waxy layer and that buildup that they have from other products, and it's helping their lips get to the surface. So if you imagine your lips, just over time they start to slough off, dead skin comes off, you reapply chapstick, you reapply gloss, you reapply lipstick, you're just building layer upon layer upon layer of dead skin and wax and buildup. So it's kind of gross. But when you use products that are natural for your lips are going to be addicted to that old stuff that's building that artificial layer. So when you stop using it and you use a product like Lip Sense, your lips are going to exfoliate. They're going to start peeling and it's going to start sloughing off that old dead skin, which is a really good thing. You just want to remind clients of that and just know when that's happening, just stick with it. It's their lips getting healthier and healing, and it's preparing them to have the longest wear of the lipstick possible. If you can imagine a layer of Elmer's glue on your hand, and then you put Lip Sense over the top, it's not bonding to the surface of your skin. It can't penetrate it. And that's what's happening to people who have this waxy buildup. The Lip Sense can't reach the layer of their skin that it needs to actually get that bond. So that's when the exfoliation process is so great, because it's getting rid of that waxy buildup so that it can bond to the surface of your skin and really get a good bond so that it stays as long as possible. So it's super important, in my opinion, to tell people when they buy this that this is a possibility and that it can happen, because you don't want them to go home and have this happen. It's actually a good thing, and then think, oh my gosh, this is making my lips peel. Why do my lips feel dry? They've got to realize that this is important. This is helping the product to stay longer. This is how they're going to get 18-hour lips. This is how they're going to put their lipstick on in the beginning of the day, and they're going to eat, and they're going to drink, and they're going to kiss their kids and their husband and everything in between, and at the end of the day, they're going to have to take off their lipstick. It's not going to come off. But if they have that waxy buildup, it's not going to stay as good. So it's a good thing. Help them to understand that. Even when people buy from me and I've told them that in person, I still will send them either a text message or I'll send them a little picture explaining. You guys have all seen that picture that says Operation Patient and how it can happen, and also I'll give them like that information talking about chapstick and how they need to toss the chapstick and really just stick to using Lip Sense and the gloss for their lips. People who use Lip Sense, it will be the last product that they ever use, and they'll be returning clients because it'll work for them and they will love it, just like you and I have fallen in love with it. And if you haven't used it yet, then you're going to, because it's amazing. It stays on your lips are hydrated and healed. My lips have never been healthier. I used to pick my lips all the time. They would be peeling, not so much chappy, but they were peeling all the time. And my husband would get so bugged because I'd always be sitting there picking, and he'd be like, that's gross, don't do that. Well, that does not happen to me anymore. I went through the exfoliating process maybe after day 4 of wearing Lip Sense, and for me it was super fast. 2 days, I didn't really notice a big thing. I just noticed that they were like peeling a little bit, and I was thinking, huh, that's weird. I didn't know about the exfoliating at the time, but for me it just like immediately after that they were so healthy and smooth. I learned about that after, and I thought, oh, okay, that's what was happening. That's really interesting. I have found that people who use a lot of product before Lip Sense, I think this is the exfoliation is a little bit more for them, and some people don't notice it at all. They don't notice anything. So it's just good to be aware of so that you can tell your customers. You can send them a text message and just remind them that it's totally normal. It's really important to tell new clients to gloss often. Gloss after they eat, gloss after they drink, gloss after they kiss their husband and their gloss comes off. Just gloss, gloss, gloss. In that first month, it's so important to really get their lips to the most healthy, healed state so that it really can stay on the longest possible. Some people start out with Lip Sense and they have no problems. It stays on 18 plus hours. Some people start and it doesn't stay on as long. Still, you know, we advertise 4 to 18 hours, which is still amazing. But if it is not staying on quite that full 18 hours, it is because they're not quite penetrating the surface of their skin, and it's just a process. So let them know if that happens. It can take up to a month. Just be really helpful with them. Let them know we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. so that they don't get frustrated with the product, 'cause I think that's an important thing. Anyways, hopefully that helps. Just make sure that you keep that in mind and that you share that with people at the parties. And you don't want to scare them and think, oh, your lips are going to peel off, because that's not the case. For some people, they don't even notice anything different. But for those who do, you want to make sure that they know ahead of time. So hopefully that helps with the exfoliating process and explaining it.